Welcome to another episode of Irish from 3. I'm Jason Holcomb, joined right now with girls head coach Evan Jefferson. Coach Jefferson, a week's worth of wins. You can't take anything better than that. Talk for a second about not only what you learned about the girls last week in those victories, but also what the girls might have learned about themselves.
That winning is contagious. We're on a 3-game winning streak. All 3 wins at home. They're learning different ways of how to win and fighting through adversity when things get rattled, things get tough. They're starting to figure it out. It's baby steps, but they're figuring it out.
Well, talk about some of the kids that have been taking those baby steps for us and making a difference for us so far.
I think one of the main ones that's taking the steps forward is Janiyah Cooley. She's been probably our most consistent player as far as her energy, her effort. She does things that's not showing up in the stat sheet. Also, Terriana Wilburn, she's back. She's just dominating on both ends of the floor. She's getting every rebound, and she's making a lot of shots difficult for people when they come into the basket.
Yeah, I think I saw her with a block this past weekend too. Like, she was doing a little bit of everything. And with that being said, let's go ahead and turn to our Optim Player of the Week. Now, Coach, we talked about Terriana there just prior to the Optim Players. She obviously, you get a triple-double, you need to get some recognition.
Yeah.
I guess she's the queen of the court.
Definitely.
Talk about what having that kind of interior presence does to help the makeup of both your offense and your defense.
It's really big, especially being in single A ball. You're not going to see that many kids on the floor as big and tall as she is, and she's very physical, but she's very fast and athletic, and we try and use her as much as we can in different positions, not just sticking her on the block. She has a nice mid-range game. She can post up, she can pass, she can do a lot of everything actually. So I tell her every day when we play, especially in region play, you're gonna be the tallest, biggest kid on the floor. So make sure everybody knows that your presence is being felt. And she definitely does that now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so we could call her like a stretch 2.5 or a stretch 3.5. I don't know what you want to call it, but just a little bit, whatever you need, she can go out there and do it. And I know for you that makes things a lot easier from a coaching standpoint. Well, this week we're gonna face one of our better tests so far this season. And I know that you guys have been doing a lot of film study and trying to get the girls ready. Yeah. Talk about this upcoming game and the things that we have to do to ensure that this win streak continues.
Well, Friday we play against Baldwin. They're currently ranked number 10 in Class 4A. They're 3-0. Watching film, they like to press. They play extremely hard for 32 minutes. They like to get up and down the floor. And Saturday we play Hawkinsville. First region game. And it's a home game, so it's always good to play, open up region play at home. As far as winning both games, Friday and Saturday, we really just have to come out and play. We have to meet each team's intensity. We have to match their intensity. We can't come out sleepwalking and thinking that it's just going to be a cakewalk. We really have to come out and fight.
We hope that you guys will support these young ladies as they continue to fight through this season. Baldwin has some similar ticketing strategies that we have to kind of help make sure that everyone's safe. Want to make sure that you guys take advantage of those tickets and get those ahead of time. There's only 400 for that game at Baldwin, and of course the same thing here for us. Take advantage of those tickets. If you're not able to come to the game physically, we've still got you covered through NFHS. Want to thank Mr. Ellenberg and his staff. They do a fantastic job, and the young men that are starting to help with the broadcast. So excited to see them getting to do that part. Be sure to check these girls out all year long, support them, and in just a few minutes we'll be back with some more Irish from 3. Welcome back to Irish from 3. I'm now joined by boys head coach Ben Smith. Coach, also got another couple of wins there, increased our current state ranking in Class A. Fantastic. But What are the big things that you took away from last week? Not just the wins, but what are the things as a coach that you're seeing that has you excited about moving forward?
I say the biggest thing thing that we're still struggling with, but I did see improvements with, is our maturity. East Laurens, I thought we were extremely mature after the first 3 minutes of the game, coming out and just imposing our will on our opponent. You know, we had played them earlier, had a big victory, so sometimes it's hard to get kids focused to come back knowing after you play the team and you beat them up by a lot. So I thought we showed a lot of maturity in that game, especially for 20 minutes or so. And then coming to Saturday, I was proud on the way we responded in the second half, although I was overall pleased with our overall effort. I thought we were a little immature. I thought Twiggs did a great job of coming in, playing hard, making us work. But again, you know, so we were really tough on the guys after the game, because we're just big on, for us, to how we play rather than wins and losses at this point. So we weren't pleased with our effort. But as always, it's great to get a win. And they responded to adversity. We came in practice yesterday, had a great practice. So again, I'm just proud to see, and it's early in the season, the steps we're taking to get where we need to be come mid-January, February, and hopefully March.
Well, we're always excited for wins, and we're also excited with good effort, and we're going to check out the effort that earned this player Optim Player of the Week. All right, Coach, you've been talking about Taekwon, and here we are, Player of the Week for him. What did he do specifically that made him stand over and above everyone else?
His energy. I think he's, this is his first couple of games here. You know, he's a transfer. So he's also, and while playing point guard, which is the hardest position to play, of course, we require a lot from our point guard, he's starting to figure it out a little bit. He finally made some shots, which is what he does well, but he wasn't shooting the ball from distance long until the last 2 games. But most of all, it's just his energy. He had 8 rebounds one game, 7 in another.
Wow.
And he's only maybe 5'11", 6 foot. So, and I think that trickulates to the rest of our team. So I definitely, even though he made shots, and that's probably what most people see on the scorecard, but his ability to push the pace, play with a lot of energy, and inspire the rest of our team, it stood out.
Well, we're excited that he was, and we want to thank the folks at Optim for all that they do to support our young men and women. Coach, don't have much time to rest, though. Got a big game this Friday, and then we got region play kicking off here. What do we have to do to make sure that we take the positives from last week and apply them to this week to hopefully continue some wins?
Just leave every game where it's at. Whether we win or lose, you have to learn from it and move to the next game. So, and not have any carryover for, okay, we played well or we played bad. Every day is a new day. Every game is a new game. And this is a great week, huge week. This is the type of games that we love to play. And then we're going in the region Saturday. We're going to Baldwin County. They're number 4 in 4A. We're number 4 in 1A. So it'll be a great challenge. Probably one of the best teams roster-wise and talent-wise we will play. So it's a great game to play before jumping in the region, because when you go in the region, of course, every game counts. Hawkinsville will come in here trying to get a win, position themselves in the region standings. So it's just an exciting week. We'll have a great week of practice, hopefully, and get ready for Friday.
Well, before we get ready, we want to make sure that we check on the forecast to make sure that the weather's going to be just right inside the gym wherever we go. So without that, we're going to check out Willie's weather.
My God!
All right, Coach. Well, Willie obviously wasn't able to participate in the same capacity. Make sure to get me that forecast, which is always important, because sometimes you're not able to hear the full forecast, but you just need to see the graphic. So I'm glad that he was able to get us that graphic. And based on his suggestions, everybody's going to need to be wearing a thick sweater Friday and Saturday. So I'm guessing that the gym's going to be ice cold inside. I know for you always want to make sure that the guys have the right warm-ups on, so I know you probably appreciate Willie being able to provide that kind of info for us.
You know, he's excellent at what he does, man. You know, all his life he wasn't too good at numbers, so I'm surprised he's good with the weather right now.
Well, we hope that y'all are able to put on that sweater and come to the gym, whether that's going to Baldwin or coming here to Dublin. Limited tickets as usual. Baldwin has similar ticketing prices and strategies that we have, so we want to make sure that you go ahead and get those tickets in advance so you can help support these young men and women as they go out and try to celebrate and support these Irish. Want to make sure that if you're not able to come to the game physically, that we have a virtual option available for you. NFHS is where you go. Mr. Ellenberg and his staff are doing a fantastic job broadcasting our home games. I've enjoyed getting to watch and play with them and stuff. They're doing a great job. Looking forward to being able to grow that some more with our young people in the classroom. Want to make sure that you guys support these people all through Christmas break too. We're going to have some games coming up, and we'll talk more about that as we get closer to it. And as always, this has been Irish from 3.